Hey, how are we doing? How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the Shout Out Podcast. It is season 3, and Dan, you are going to take over from this point on.
It's a very special episode 3 of season 3, and much to your delight, I'm going to be asking you questions about yourself, about anything you really want to tell me.
I've been trying to get on this podcast for so long.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get for ages. I've been messaging Dan basically every day for the last 6 months, and he's finally agreed to let me on.
Yeah, we've run out of interesting artists to interview. So we thought we'll scrape the barrel. No, I'm joking. It's
I am like the proper bottom of the barrel. It doesn't get it.
If I had a podcast, Dan, and you weren't on it, I think you'd be a great guest.
Oh, thank you. I've always thought I would love to be a guest on the podcast. And finally getting to it, man.
Well, first question I'll ask you: if there was actually a podcast you could go on, what would be your dream podcast to be interviewed on?
My dream it's sounds so cliche, but I've always wanted to go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Man. I've always been watching Joe Rogan before it was cool. Yeah. I watched Joe Rogan when I was 50, 10 years ago. Yeah, and it was bootleg shit, man. Oh. But every Joe Rogan. Honorable mention for maybe. I don't really listen to any other podcasts, to be honest.
Stick with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's my answer. I'm locking it in.
I reckon it can happen. When we break America, if they're going to interview anyone in the band, it'll be you.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I've got the most controversial opinion.
Yeah, there'll be some controversy that happens.
Yeah.
It'll be when we have to get rid of you from the band. You've been cancelled, and then
Rogan. I'll be cancelled. I just go ultra right wing, go on all the bro podcasts. It'd be great.
Yeah. But we'll try and not cancel you today. I'll ask you some nice questions. I'm going to start how every episode of season 3 has started so far. I'll give you some quick fire questions.
Hit me.
Right, are you ready? Remember, first thing that comes to your mind, don't think about it too much.
I was born ready, Dan.
Favourite artist of all time?
Green Day.
Your current favourite song?
Starburster.
Wow, okay. Dream venue to play?
Reading Festival headline Saturday night.
Saturday night, okay. Dream artist to support on tour?
Chili Peppers.
Wow. First instrument you played?
Recorder, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Recorder.
Maybe stay tuned. You might get a little recorder solo at the end. If you could create a festival, what 3 artists or bands would headline?
Green Day.
Okay.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I'll say a British one now. Arctic Monkeys. I know it's basic, but that would be
yeah. That's a
bonking lineup.
That is a good lineup. What's your post-gig meal? I actually don't know.
12-ish pints.
12-ish pints.
13 pints.
Okay, and a doner kebab.
Well, yeah, that's the post-gig meal.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. If you could change one thing about the music industry, what would it be?
Way more guitar solos. I don't think it should be considered a song if it doesn't have at least one guitar. Really.
Okay. What's the favourite song we've released as a band?
Mash.
And Aldi or Lidl?
Oh, Lidl. I'm so fucking glad I can finally put a point on the board for Lidl. Everyone goes Aldi so quick. I don't mind that Aldi's winning, but they go Aldi so quickly. And I don't think they give Lidl anywhere near enough credit. It's unbelievable.
I won't give you my answer yet because maybe
in
future episodes you'll ask me some questions. But
you can have a go.
I'm shocked at the strong favoritism for Aldi.
Same. I think it's just mainstream, and it's a bit it's I don't know. It's it's the Joe Rogan of the discount supermarkets. Yeah. Everyone will always go to it because it's the main one that everyone knows. But Lidl is, if you go to a Lidl, with an open mind, your socks will get knocked off. You're not leaving with socks.
Wow. Oh, there we go. That's a good review. That they'll use that as marketing.
But I hope they do. Lidl, sponsor the show, please.
Lidl, please sponsor us. Dan's a big fan. I'm Aldi. If you want to sponsor us, I'm open to both. I'm open for both Aldi or Lidl.
We just got a new Lidl in Jarman's Park in Hemel, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be in touch. I'm going to keep it quite question answer, right? I'm not going to try and dive into your brain too much. I've got some questions I've written down, but we've got some previous guests that have given me some questions. People we know, people that haven't been on here. So I think some of them will be quite interesting. I just want to find out your answer. So we'll see where we go. But tell the audience, Danny B, what do you do in No Rest for Spacemen? What is your tie to music?
I play guitar.
Okay.
Played guitar for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Played in a band I joined like in year 7, like start of school, secondary school.
Yeah.
All the way to year 11 as a cover band, playing like Green Day, Chili Peppers songs, a bit of Hendrix, a bit of Arctic Monkeys, all like, you know, the classic, like those kind of stuff. Just covers. I think we wrote one song in 5 years.
Nice.
And then after I got into sixth form, I met you.
Yep, you did. Yep.
Downward. Don't know.
Yep.
And you introduced me to Charlie.
Yep.
And we started a band called, I think was it I Am Yeti to start with?
Yep, I Am Yeti was the first one.
I Am Yeti. Unbelievable band.
Strange lineup. I was the singer / drummer.
You were the singer and the drummer, and me and Charlie both played guitar.
Yeah, we didn't have a bassist.
We didn't have a bassist. We didn't have songs. We didn't have much talent. No. We had no drive.
No. We had a lot of beers. We had a lot of beer pong.
Beer pong.
Every practice.
Every practice. Well, yeah, basically every practice.
Yeah.
I think we played hide and seek quite a lot because Charlie's got a big garden.
Yeah.
And we just had an all-round rip-roaring, crazy rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
Me and Charlie realised that, like, if we're going to be musicians, we might actually need to learn something about being musicians.
Yep.
So we went to uni to do music. We met our bassist Alex, came back, and then I think it was like summer of 2023. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie texted me and told me he's convinced you to get back on the kit and he wants to start a band. And I was like, sure. And that's basically where the story of No Rest for the Spacemen starts, because that's where we were like, okay, we're No Rest for the Spacemen.
And now you're flourishing in the band.
Yeah. World tour's going great. We've got US dates booked. We're going down to Korea, Japan. It's all wild stuff. Getting paid millions.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Quite a jump ahead, right? Because you give me the beginning of the band.
Yes.
What's the dreams for the band in your mind? Not like everyone else's dream. What's your dream?
My dream for the band, like it sounds so like kind of boring, but not boring. But like I just want to like do it. We've got so many ideas, so much like I feel like we've got so much potential as a band. Yeah, we've got so many. I personally have so many ideas on the guitar. Yeah, we do not have like we all do day jobs. We only have enough time really to practice twice a week in the evening. Yeah, and then the gigging, and that takes up. So if we could get to a point where this is what I do full time, the amount of other such cool stuff that we know we've all got that we can't do if we don't have the time and the energy. Yeah. That's what I really want to break through to. And after that, like it's just like.
Well, this is a perfect time to announce we are accepting sponsorships. If there's anyone out there wanting to send us some money so we could put on a big tour, UK, your company, we'll play a gig. Yeah, like we got all the uni towns in the country with a big banner presented by whatever your company is. Yeah. I've heard it's been done before to great success. We've heard from insiders that this is from many people. Let's not bring you. I'm not going to ask you about your favourite impressions, but no, I really agree on. I think my dream for the band is being able to utilise all of our ideas because we are full of beans. We've got. If we were like a chef, we'd have all the ingredients. We just ain't got enough time to make a lot of meals. So it would be nice to have a bit of time because I feel like we'd fly. Yeah, I know. And it almost gets a bit overwhelming when we spend so much time. We spend so much time as a band deciding how to spend our time. That is true, yeah. Because we're so short on it. And if we just did whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted, we'd get nowhere. Yeah. But we've got to invest so much of our time figuring out what the best thing to do right now is because we've got all these different ideas and all this different stuff we could be doing. So if we just had that, like, we could quit our jobs and just fucking make music and do whatever we want, things would do crazy. Yeah. Okay. No, like that was a very good answer. And you kind of answered my next question in that, which was what do you love most about being in a band? You like just... giving ideas, right? But what do you like the most about being in No Rest for Spacemen? There's two things. There's the main thing is gigging, it's playing our songs live. I love that more than anything. Yeah. But then there's this little thing you get when you're writing a song, and you like 'cause normally Charlie will have some chords and he's playing it, and you come up with like a little thing Yeah.
and everyone looks around, and it's like, that's it.
The little
That
spark.
moment there, when that little spark, when you have an idea and you just and someone else has an idea,
Yeah.
and you throw something on it, just like it can be the tiny little thing. It's like that is what we need to, and that take it into a song. That feeling that you get is unbeatable.
That's quite a nice answer there.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Oh,
On the flip side, what's your least favourite thing?
Least favourite thing
of being in a band? Don't start slagging us off individually.
Got like a least favorite thing, but in general, I think the amount of time and energy doing things takes. But let me give an example. So like, if we play a gig and you see us play for half an hour, like, oh great, they just play. It's like the amount of time it takes to just figure out what the set list is going to be.
Yeah.
Practice it. Figure out how to switch between songs.
Yeah.
Figuring out what to film on social media to promote the gig. Actually going out to the gig. The amount of if you go to see a band play at 9 o'clock, they have been there since 5. They've been there since 4 or 5.
They've been there since 5. They were practicing the last 2 weeks until 11 o'clock.
They had to leave. They had to probably book a half day off work.
Yeah.
To trek all of their kit into London or wherever you're seeing the gig.
Yeah.
And they sound checked and they're just fucking waiting around to play. And it's like, and then they've got to pack up all their kit and get it all home.
For free as well, often for free.
Oh, yeah, for like basically for free when you factor in the travel cost and if you're probably having a couple of beers at the pub. Yeah. Because these days, the chances of getting free beers, unless it's a very decent.
I'd say we're in a very difficult location as well. If we were all London based, we're just outside of London, right? So if we were London based, it would be easy to play a lot more local gigs. We really have to. If we want to play hometown, we've got a headline. So that thing you say about time, we have to headline. That means we've got to pull the crowds. We've got to do like extra marketing. So we're not just saying like, we'll go and support this band of 10K followers because we've been given an opportunity. We're pretty much having to headline every show we do, all the promos, sorting the equipment, getting the mics there, getting everything there. So I think it's a bit more of a slog for us.
The communication alone between the venue and the artist, when we've put on gigs where we're like the headliner, we've got other bands supporting us. Just the communication alone is so much work and effort. If you're already working a 9 to 5 and then you've got to take time to just quickly, have they done this? Have they got this? Who needs this? Like, it's unbelievable the amount of work.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good answer.
To answer your question, I'm lazy.
Yeah,
and that's what I hate about the music industry. It's not good for lazy people.
It's not good for lazy people. I'm going to completely move you away from the band.
Go for it.
And kind of bring you back to the podcast. So Danny B, the podcaster, who's the favourite guest for you you've had on? Not like who's done the biggest numbers, who's your best mate outside of the pod, but like when you've sat down, spoke to them, you've gone away and you thought that was like really interesting for you. What was the best episode we've done?
I've gone on about them quite a lot, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard question because every guest we have is so unbelievably different.
Yeah.
Like we have a guest on and we have and they expose you this their little slither of music and what they're doing, and then you have another guest on, it's like all the way over here.
Yeah.
But when we interviewed the De Niro's, that gave me such an energy for just the whole industry, like the whole thing of music, because like hearing them talk about everything they do, the boundaries they're pushing, and just how much fun they have doing it, which is the same for all of our guests. I'm not saying that, they all love doing what they're doing. And
they spoke to you a lot. They make the music you love, and they were doing everything you want to be doing. Like they just had a festival coming up. Like they've been filming videos in London for their new single. Like
What I loved was they are obviously really hardworking. Like they've got when we interviewed them, they had like 2 big gigs in London and Isle of Wight Festival in the pipeline.
Yeah,
they just released a single with really, really good visuals for their socials, and I was talking to them about it, and they fucking loved every second of it. Yeah. All of the stuff I was saying about how much work goes into all these things you don't see, they love the work.
Yeah, they're workhorses. They're absolute workhorses.
Yeah.
No, shout out to the De Niro's. They were unbelievable. I remember it's very similar to what you were saying. When they came on, I was motivated. Yeah. I had a very similar feeling after interviewing Black Carrot in season 1 when he was kind of telling me where his mind was of all the different things he was trying to do. I was like, okay, I need to work a bit harder here.
See, that man does not stop. Darren,
No. Shout out Darren. I'm going to give Darren as many shout outs as possible.
Yeah, he's so cool, man. He's
love you,
so
Darren.
Yeah, all of the little things that he like thinks about. He's the kind of person who's not just a creative musician. He's creative in probably every single thing he does.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about all the he was like, I really want to find some branded condoms and I can just throw them out into the crowd, and then it's like fucking crazy shit like that he just spawns out of his mind. It's unbelievable.
If you are needing a marketing manager, you need to hire Darren.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's his gig, but yeah. Okay, who's your dream guest to have on? So you've had De Niro's or Black Carrot as your favourite. Who's the dream?
I'm going to do an alive one because it's so easy to just pick a dead one.
Got to be alive.
Yeah,
alive, and they have to be able to dial in.
Alive and kicking.
Yeah,
alive and kicking. Whose head would whose head would I want to pick? Who do I want to extract information from rather than just someone who I think is cool?
Yeah,
I think. I'm gonna go. I think like John Squire would be so cool.
I was expecting. Okay.
Like fucking being around there in the 90s, in the thick of it. Like I feel like, and he's such a quiet person as well. You don't hear anything from him.
Yeah.
But you pick Liam Gallagher, but you know what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Fucking day from anyone who listen. But someone like that, I took so much inspiration from him at uni, but not early doors.
Okay.
At uni, Charlie showed me Second Coming, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is how I need to play guitar."
Okay, and that's a good answer. I like that.
Really changed my mind on and because only 2 albums, but the first and second, the Stone Roses 2 Second Coming was so wide in terms of what he does specifically. That's what I'd want to pick his brain on that.
Nice, I like that answer. Who wouldn't you want on? To keep it music, I don't want to talk like politicians or celebs. To keep it as music focused as you can.
Who do I think would annoy me?
Who wouldn't be a good interview? Obviously, they're going to be.
I think Alex Turner would be a bit of a.
He was your dream festival headliner on Sunday.
Yeah, on the stage at Red. I don't know if I'd have him on the Sunday. I don't know if I'd have Alex Monkeys on the Sunday.
Okay.
But we can get back to that if you want. But I think just like a big name who doesn't actually excite me as a person. As a musician, he does, but as a person, all right. Alex Turner.
No, I can understand why you said that.
And I want to annoy some people. I want to get people raging in the comments at me for not trying to.
Want to clickbait Arctic Monkeys? That's smart. I wouldn't be that asked. I mean, obviously, I'll be very asked about interview. Right? Absolutely.
He's going to be like, well, what's going to come on?
No, he's not going to come on anymore. But the last 2 times I've seen him, I thought, they ruined it for me. I saw them once in London. 2018, something like that, unbelievable. And then the last 2 times ruined it for me.
I've never seen him, but I'd love to. And I know I'd have a sick time, and I love their music.
Yeah.
But I wanted to pick a big name that I'd already picked up.
Yeah. Okay. Bring them down a level or 2. Final one on the pod, kind of. What are your dreams for the podcast? So we started this, we've always spoken about it. We just want to promote people that we think are doing cool stuff in music, right? But also give them an opportunity to get used to interviewing, because we've been fortunate. We've had a lot of radio, but this is a different format where you can be a bit more casual, be yourself. So for you, I don't want to put words in your mouth. What are the dreams by the end of next year? Where would this pod be?
Well, I mean, most of this comes from you, but we have so many ideas and stuff for what this podcast, not just the podcast, but what the shout out could be. And what I really want it to be is I want to get it to the point where we build a strong enough community of people who really care about up and coming music.
Yeah.
To the point where if we found someone who's in our position now, and we're this person's sick, not enough people are listening, we could get to the point where we are we're going to find you, we're going to literally promote this person and find artists who deserve to be heard. All of our artists deserve to be heard. But get to find people and actually be able to really make a difference in their life and in just the general music scene to get them the think they deserve.
Like if you could like have someone on and be like, you know what, we'll put you on, we'll showcase you on our gig, and hopefully this gets you the followers you need. That's a good answer.
Just be able to expose people who are struggling with it, you know.
Yeah.
Like we are, like everyone in music is, you know.
I like that. That's another good answer. Very, very good answers so far, Dan. This is.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
You've really.
I had no idea what this question was going to be, but I knew I was getting the quick fire, and I heard you got some questions from other people, and that's what I know. But.
Well, that was actually. I'm already into the questions other people have kind of sent over. So I've only got a few left. So I haven't got too many left. Bit of a weird question. Maybe I should have asked this a bit earlier on. What does music mean to you? Like, what are you passionate about? If someone was like,
such a whack question.
I know, but like, what does it do for you? Because you are an emotional fucker. You will have a good answer to that. What does music do for you?
What does music mean?
Dan after 3 beers would answer. You'd answer that within a.
Dan after 3 beers would be standing up, giving a speech about how music is an escape, but it's also somewhere to go, and it's like the most incredible expression of human emotion that we've ever.
Give me sober Dan's answer. What is?
Music?
It can be simple.
What music? What music really is it's universal, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone likes music.
Do you know what I always think? It's like when I'm driving. I hate driving. It's very boring. It turns something boring into bearable, and it turns bearable things into quite fun, and it turns quite fun things into like it's always a pick me up no matter what.
It just levels up anything that is happening.
Yeah, or enhance. Maybe the word's enhances, because if you're sad and you chuck on a sad song, it enhances. You can just dial into being sad.
Yeah, but then it's better to dial into being sad than to not.
You can get over it.
Like, for my daily experience of music, like this probably sounds so weird as someone who's in a band and has a music podcast. I don't listen to a lot of music.
Do you not? You're not a streamer. You're a CD man. So
I have CDs in my car.
Yeah.
Which I will put on if I'm going somewhere for longer than like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Most like today in the car, I listened to a podcast with my earphones. I didn't actually listen to music. Well, most of my experience of music is just like sat here, just like picking up the guitar and just like.
Yeah, go on, give us a solo. We had we tried to get Adam last week to play live. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So Danny B is going to hit us with some 8-bar something.
That's it. That's it again.
Okay, I talked.
But just like having something, but like you said, like if I'm just sat here and I'm bored and like I'm on my lunch break at work or something, I'm just like, just picking up. And just it's almost like a voice that you've got that isn't your mouth. All
right. One more kind of actually, there's a couple of soppy questions coming up. You gave a bit of a gem earlier about what you'd advise people. What advice to a young band or artist? So say they're similar to where me, you, and Charlie were, right, doing I Am Yeti when we were like 17, 18. What would you tell them in order to help them out?
First thing I'd say, find someone who actually knows what they're talking about. But if they insist on getting advice from me, I would say just understand that it's going to be a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
You might love it, you might hate it, but to get to where you want to be, you're going to have to work, do stuff you don't want to do sometimes.
Yeah. You're going to have to go on shit podcasts.
You're going to have to go on shit podcasts. You're going to have to lug all your kit to gigs that felt completely pointless because there was like 3 people there.
Yeah.
But if you love it, you're doing the right thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because you probably will love it. Like if you're in that position like we were, we loved it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you love it.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah. I'd just say we also maybe needed someone to say get off your asses and maybe.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly what we needed to hear. Is like it's work, bro. You can't just turn up to band practice, play some fucking solos, and then drink beer. Like you actually want to get like to where you want to be. You're gonna have to actually work, and obviously especially the main problem that I think a lot of bands have that we had and we kind of still have is we're mates. So like. We would always, if we meet up, we would always rather have a beer and chat and not work because we get on with each other. But that just is part of why we love it anyway. So it's not like I'm not going to tell a young artist, find people you don't get on with because you work harder.
No.
But like, it's just being aware of that and being aware of that. Like, look, like you can have fun, you're gonna love it, but sometimes the love comes from the fucking grind. It doesn't just come from drinking beers with your mates and smashing a few solos. Like,
Yeah, you've maybe inspired someone there, so you never know. Talking of inspiration, what are some musicians that inspire you?
Musicians that inspire me. That's a good question.
Well,
I like this question.
Give me two. Give me two.
Two musicians that inspire me. The first, I've got to pick out two because it all comes from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go for Shante, guitarist for the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Because of how much he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you listen to one Chili Peppers album to the next, all the ones that he did at least. Like, yeah, he's got a style, but he just feels so like free on it. He's got no restrictions on like the guitar. He's not got like a set thing that he does on the guitar. He can do whatever. Yeah. And I was going to say Hendrix instead, but I think that's a bit like, you know, he's Hendrix, like whatever. I'd have to say, and I was really into the Chili Peppers early on in my life and in my like, playing as well. And then another artist that inspires me. It's weird because I want to pick a guitarist because obviously I'm a guitar. I only really write guitar parts for the songs. I don't write. I'm not going there like, oh, Dan, I've come up with this fucking great drum that we can fit. I'm not.
Time and space near.
I'm not like going Charlie. Every gig. Those lyrics. I've written some better ones that you should do. But I thought if you did "Hello Jane" instead of "Goodbye Jane," great. Yeah. I've said that for ages. But that being said, I'm just going to throw a general Arctic Monkeys out there.
Okay, you slagged them off and boosted. You hang on a minute. There's a real one of these.
I'm all over the place with them. Because no, I think it's like I said. I think it's probably an expression of me as a musician generally, but like, and what I want for the band. But like, you know, like you go album to album with the Arctic Monkeys. Alex Turner does not have like this is. Like
right, I get it.
I mean, you can listen to something, but like, oh, that's very Alex Turner. You can listen to something completely different and be like, oh, that's very Alex Turner.
Yeah.
And I think I like watching artists like adapt and like evolve over time as well. And I think that probably speaks to like what I want to like be able to say when I'm like 40 years old as an artist. Like, I was used to play like this, now I play like this. And like that is kind of the story of No Rest for Spacemen as well, because we all had to kind of learn how to play with each other. Because like our first ever interview, like everyone was finding it hilarious how I was like, Steve went around and asked us what we all listened to, and I was like, we all hate the music that we listen to, and we have to really find ways to make it all work together.
If it was a dream world, we'd all be in different bands. Like, I'd be in a death metal band. I don't know, you'd probably be in
I'd be in like a stoner rock band. You just
stoner dad rock band.
3 guitar solos every song. Alex would be in like a J-rock.
Yeah.
Really cool, like math rock band.
Charlie would still be nervous.
Charlie would be a solo artist.
You'd be doing a lot better about us Muppets.
Be a solo artist,
yeah. Okay, no, that was good. Okay. I like those two answers.
Thank you.
My last question, I don't actually know if you're going to have one because you're not a singer. Although, maybe you will. What's your favourite lyric of all time?
This is one of those questions where I wish I'd had a bit more time.
Apologies, that's not how this works.
I wish I'd had this. If I could have had one question where I could have had before, it would have been this one, because I'm not a lyrics guy. I will literally have songs that I will listen to nearly every day for a year. I will say they're my favourite song. I won't know the words of it. I'll know like 3 words in that song.
Yeah.
I'm really not a lyrics person. That being said, I've always said I like alternative and rock music because I think that it means something a lot more than pop music. Yeah, growing up, I don't necessarily have to back that now, but growing up, I was always an alternative kind of rock, like grunge, emo, punk, because I thought it meant something more.
Yeah.
So a lyric that, oh my God, I mean, like, there's so many, dude.
I thought you had one then. I was going to guess what I thought you were about to say.
What would you think?
I won't give you. I thought it was going to be a Linkin Park song. I thought you were going to whip out a Linkin Park song.
It could be a Linkin Park one. I feel I'm leaning towards Green Day.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards.
Do you want to be an American Idiot?
I'd love to be an American Indian. Actually, that'd be hilarious.
You're halfway there. You're not American, but
I could be American.
Yeah.
Favorite lyric of all time, man. You might have to cut for a bit here because
no, we're gonna everyone's gonna watch you suffer.
What's your favorite lyric of all time?
Well, I haven't thought about that yet.
Yeah, but what's a nice lyric that comes to mind?
Now you've done well here. You've deflected and you put it on me. I'm really not a lyric person.
No, you're not really, are you?
Do you know what? This is really cringy. Actually, this one. I actually spoke to Charlie about this yesterday. In a Kneecap song, which I think I'm going to get it wrong, right?
Thinking of a lyric from Kneecap, I could say.
So it's the singer from Fontaine's DC who features on the song, and it's if there's a better way to live, I've got to have it.
I was literally going to say that actually because obviously like everyone's listening to that at the moment.
But I like that kind of mindset. But it's so cringy. But yeah, that would be mine. I'm sure there's like an Elton John song that I'd probably, if I put a bit more thought into it, I'd be going all over.
I will say an answer to your thing. I don't hold me to it, but the
boom, boom, boom. I want you
in my room. Share this night together. No, the song "Time of Your Life," Good Riddance, Green Day. I think just the end of the chorus. I hope you have the time of your life.
Yeah,
it's one of those songs where, like, even at like 12 years old, I'd never had a relationship, never had a breakup. You can just imagine like that approach to a breakup song. I think that lyric is just lovely. I hope you had the time of your life, you know?
What a great way to...
It's not yeah. I think it's just a beautiful... I think it's the most beautiful way anyone has ever properly phrased a breakup song before.
Yeah.
Just to make the angle of it, you know?
Well, I'm out of questions, Danny B. I'm not the person who does outros here, so I'm gonna have to get you to do the outro to your own interview as well.
I feel like a different person now. I'm not. Yeah. I feel like I've got a. We haven't even talked about the gig.
Well, we can talk about the gig if you want. I didn't actually ask you about any of the gigs. I did ask you what you're most excited about for. I thought maybe you'd say, No Rest for Spacemen, going to be a couple of gigs in the next few months. But give us a shout out then. Go on, give No Rest for Spacemen.
Because this one venue, obviously I said Reading Festival, Saturday night headline would be my favourite dream venue gig thing. We have finally got a gig at the Corn Exchange in Hartford. So many of the guests we've had on have played there. They've told us you have to get a gig there. And it kind of went under our radar until the start of this year. And then we've been messaging, trying to work out a date. And we finally got a big show there. It's going to be so much fun. It's a great venue. Everyone who's played there is like, it is one of their favourite places to play.
Out of interest, you need me to plug the gig because I can tell you.
I have forgotten the date.
Yeah, so it is Thursday, the 28th. Let me double check that because you're kind of.
No, it is. You're right. That rings a bell.
There we go. Thursday, the 28th of August. Again, we've done it in St Albans. It's we've amplified. Massive shout out to Chris who puts us on all the shows. But anyway, 28th of August. Hartford Corn Exchange. It'll be a couple other bands of us as well. We're not headlining, we're supporting a couple other bands. It's like a showcase night of loads of music. I'm excited for that one. We've got friends of the podcast. If you're local to Hartford, please come show us some love because it's about an hour away from us.
Is it that far?
It's about 45 minutes.
You're driving, right?
I probably will end up driving, yeah.
Yes. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Shout Out Podcast with Danny B and Dan Wood. I've had so much fun being interviewed by the man himself. If you want him to come on and I'll interview him, drop it in the comments. I might not do it. I don't like him that much. But please show the pod some support. We've got loads of guests lined up. We missed someone today, so we did it like this, and it's so much fun. Have a nice evening, guys. Good night. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.